Hi everybody, thank you for watching this video. Today I am going to show you how to draw some trend lines, and I'm going to do that by just doing what I do. And explaining as I go. Right now I'm on the 15-minute chart. You could really do this on any time frame of chart. Like if I go to the 8 hour, which I'm not going to, but if I did, then I could make lines on that chart too, and each time frame will show a different picture. It's hard to explain, but you'll learn in time. Anyways, no matter what time frame I'm on or what instrument I'm on, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take my freehand line tool and I'm going to start, because this is going down, I'm going to start from the tops. So I'm going to take the very highest point of the chart right here, and I'm going to go to the very next, the second highest point of the chart right there. So it's reasonable to believe that that may be a trend line, but we're not sure yet because it's only got two bounces. One bounce, two bounce. We need a third one to confirm this line. If this line gets confirmed and the price breaks through this line, then the price will continue to go in that direction. So let's take a look. Oh yes, this version of charts that we use from NetDania when we're on full screen, I can zoom out, I can zoom in, I can zoom out. I can zoom out much further. I didn't zoom out so far to the full picture because I want to show you how we could practice making lines, and you could just see how accurate you are when it comes to live pricing, because we can make this behave like live pricing. So we're looking at this now. I'm going to click and hold the screen, and then I'm going to slowly drag it along, and you can see as if it was in real time the price is moving. Now each bar represents 15 minutes time. So remember, when it's live, this will be 15 minutes, and then 15 minutes later you'll get that, and 15 minutes later you'll get that. So this is a downtrend. It will continue to go down. Let's see if we could get it to test this line again for a third time. And there it is. So that's mark number 3. So now that tells me that this is a pretty confirmed line. So if the price breaks this line, it will most likely continue to go in that direction. Let me show you something here. I didn't notice it because I wasn't really paying attention, but on the bottom area, when you're testing the top of a line again and you see that some sort of line is happening there, you can see there's a pinch happening or a wedge happening here. So you have one bounce off the line, two bounces, three bounces. So we know, and then there it went. So I mean, most likely you would have been on a down regardless, because this is a downtrend. You never want to go, like, let's say there's something right here, just this small area here. You could see the break of that was not that good because the main trend line is right there. And, it's most likely not going to pass that. So this is a downtrend. We don't want to go on the up unless it breaks the main trend line. So continuing through, we could just erase that. What I'm doing is I'm clicking on it. If I click here, sorry, if I, never mind. Anyways, left click it, then right click, then delete. And you could see now right away that there is a new line here. So we're waiting to see which line it breaks. If it breaks this line, it will continue its downtrend. If it breaks this line, it will stop its downtrend and start an uptrend, most likely. And there it goes. Left click, right click, delete. In all this time, somewhere when this trend started, it broke an old trend line. So we would have known when to get in on the down. And we could use this top trend line here as our stop loss. So our stop loss stays up here, and then if the price goes maybe a box or two ahead of it, then we're out. So we would have been in for this whole down ride, which as you can see is pretty impressive. I made that line, by the way, earlier. And this is what's currently happening right now. So if you had to guess, what do you think would happen? Think about that. Now let me zoom out and show you what this actually looks like in the longer term. So you can see it's a clear downtrend. But what if I go to the 1 hour chart? Much different, but still clearly a downtrend. Now the only thing about these trends, this one particularly, is that it's a tight formation. You can see it's really tight. The type of lines we'd like to see is ones like this. You see these two big, huge peaks. That's a good starting point, you know? Like you could tell they're major trend lines. These, it could come up here, go maybe this high, and then go down again, and that would be the new line. So you have to be very careful when you have a tight formation like this. Looking on the 8 hour, and we see a completely different outcome. This is interesting because that whole time we were watching this, just this. It's such a minute move of this market. Like imagine that we were watching that and we did get in that and we were in ever since. Because what would happen is your stop loss would start here. Then as it did this, it would be here. Then when it started going down here, it would be here. And then as it starts going down this way, it would be here. And there's a possibility that we could have been out here. It's hard to say. Either way, we would have been out here for sure. So what we got, not necessarily, we may not have been out because our stop loss was here, and it's hard to say if we would have done this yet because it didn't shoot down like that. It hasn't really gone down yet. So it's hard to say if we would have moved our stop loss lower. We may have. So let's just say we got out. That happened in months' time though. So imagine for months and months and months, every day we're just laughing and laughing and laughing as this price just goes down and down and continues its downtrend month after month after month. And that's what I expect to happen to some of those markets that I mentioned in my emails. So looking at all these lines, it gets really confusing. So when you want to take away every line, just click this big red X delete button. And there you have it. Making a trend line. I will make this video for this one chart, and I will do a few other videos with other charts just to break it up some. So hope you all understood. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day.